let's start with a top 5
Okay.
roll call.
A dayman here, currently being terrorized by my cat. Send hope.
Stupido here, currently being terrorized by a dayman, being terrorized by his cat.
She's being fucking annoying.
Chalk Banana currently being terrorized by Stupido, being terrorized by Dayman, being terrorized by Dayman's cat.
She has a far-reaching range.
Okay.
You got this, Leo.
You got this, Leo. It's
got
early.
Tampa Bay Devil Rays being terrorized by Stupido by Chalk Banana, being
You-
terrorized by
you did
Stupido
not get it.
Einstein, being terrorized by Dayman, being terrorized by Dayman's cat. With special guest Saul
And-
Pewald.
And
we
Saul P Wald's doing good.
You just gonna skip right over Griff like that?
I apologize to Griff. Welcome
Griff
welcome
doesn't-
to the show,
Griff
Griff,
doesn't
always in our
care.
hearts.
And we
Oh,
did
is
not
that
do
this?
what we said we were going to do.
I forgot what we were gonna do.
We were going to introduce ourselves as the D&D characters.
Oh, that was a joke. I
I
mentioned that,
only
and
Leo
I
said-
was
only
doing
Leo
that.
said
I was about to say I said that,
yeah.
and nobody
Yeah.
acknowledged it, so I was like,
No,
"Alright, we're not doing
we
that."
moved right past that.
Yeah.
And welcome to the aforementioned guest, Mr. Saul P Wald.
Wait,
How do you say your
is
last
it
name, Saul?
is it aforementioned or aforementioned?
I don't know the difference.
It's the
You
aforementioned. It could be
You
either.
said it exactly right. So my name is Saul P Wald.
P Wald. So
Saul
it's not
P. Wald.
it's not Pewald.
Pewald.
P. Wald.
It is not P Wald, it's P Wald.
Pewald.
Okay, so whatever the Wald is, it is definitely P.
Peen.
Eat on.
Has P.
It's been.
If you were a Mariners fan, you would know exactly what the Wald was.
I know it well.
What is the Wald as a
If you were a
non-Mariners fan?
Diamondbacks fan, you would also
They
know.
see it. They see us.
Well,
do it.
yeah, if you're a Diamondbacks fan, now you know. No, it's
I know who-
so my
I know
name
who-
is,
I know who Paul Seawald is.
No, there you go.
and
Well, there
that's
you go.
that's exactly it.
Oh, damn it.
But what's
Answer-
the
you answered
Wald?
Question number 1
You
already.
see
Oh
us,
my
Wald.
God. Chalk, think about it for a
It's
second.
something you see.
He already answered
doesn't
question
get
number
it.
1.
He's ahead of us.
I know.
Shit.
Sorry.
What do we have
And
this thing
Leo's
for?
taken over his hosting duties. He is now the host of the Top 5 podcast.
I do this
Yeah,
now.
We
I'm very
elected
proud to
him.
hand it over.
I was
yeah.
voluntold.
We
I'm
elected
more than happy
you.
to
We elected you.
I was elected in a democratic election, and
Yeah.
I'm
One
definitely
vote,
not a
I
plant
believe.
of the,
One vote. Yes.
There was one vote.
I am not a plant. I am not a member of a puppet government set up by U.S. foreign policy. I was democratically
you stepped
elected.
up to do it. You did a great job. I don't think we did it for Plow, but that's fine.
We're
Um,
one question in.
Can
Is
you
that what
tell
we're
he
talking
teaches
about?
social studies?
I do teach social studies.
There it is.
Like, like
yes,
a certain,
the study of the socials.
What do you call that north of the border, Saul?
Social studies.
Okay, cool. I didn't
So
know if
why
it was
would it
like
be
lift
studies?
elevator, so I didn't know if there's a cap or like
Why would
stocking cap
social
or
studies
juke.
be called lift elevator?
Yeah, that makes no
It didn't say it
sense.
was going to be called lift elevator, so it would be like it's called an analogy. You have humanities degree. Come on.
I don't know. That's
I
You
don't.
had to do you did the GRE. I guarantee you did a GRE.
Uh,
I did not.
Not you. I don't even know.
I have, but they aren't.
I don't know what you
required for a lot of
Canadians do.
places
I don't know
nowadays.
what you Canadians
But what
do.
do
You
Canadians
probably,
call
like,
it? Like,
You probably
lift
just
yeah.
email a senator and say, "Take me to college," and they just pay for it because Canada
It's-
has things.
Is that like a Hozier song? Take me to college.
Take
Take
me
me
to
to
college.
college.
Wow.
Copyright, can't do
We
that.
are on it today.
It's late.
Bourbon.
Hey, Stupino, can you
Yes.
tell us again what that cocktail you're drinking is?
No,
It's so simple though.
it's called
It
water
yeah.
because that's what I'm
Water of the
drinking now.
gods.
Said no.
What were you drinking?
I was drinking an
Yes.
alcohol. Oh, jeez,
An
it
alcohol.
did not affect me like that.
One alcohol.
An alcoholic
alcohol.
beverage.
Got it from the alcohol store.
One alcohol, please.
I will take one alcohol.
I'll take one of
The
your
alcohol
finest
market.
alcohol.
Or
Speaking
as
of
they say in
one-
Canada, the liquor commission.
Speaking of one, Saul already answered question
That's not
number
in all
1.
Canada.
So we're gonna go to number 2. Saul P Wald, how long have you been in MLR?
This is my second season. So I joined with the season 8 draft, and now I am playing for the season 9.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Sophomore
What
year.
college team was it?
Sophomore slump. Hopefully
I'd say
not.
I do not
Um,
look forward to my sophomore slump.
Does it get
I-
worse?
I'm living that sophomore slump. This season has not gone, for me personally, has not gone very well.
What college team are you on?
Don't you play for
Saul?
Cleveland?
I do play for
Fuck.
Cleveland. And my
I might-
college team, I was on the Michigan Wolverines.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Cleveland's having a hell of a year.
Cleveland
Yeah,
is
but
having
you
a very
can-
good year.
Cleveland is a
Me
good year.
personally am not.
Hey, you know what? You're a part of the team, and Cleveland's having a hell of a year. So that means you're having a hell of a year.
You're having a hell of a year.
True, but
I like
it does make the
It's not
sting
how
hurt
it
less.
feels.
Yeah.
no,
Does
not
not.
at all.
Just ask
Well-
Stupido.
Stupido, are either you or the team having a good year?
I
team's
plead the
having a
fifth.
good year.
Can I plead the fifth? Talking to
Okay,
a
but
Canadian?
whose scrim was named the fucking Stop Sucking Bowl?
That's
okay.
Yours. Hey, man.
Yes.
That's because we
Yes.
weren't
Versus
invited. That's how
Marlins.
bad we are.
We're
You're not
doing
even in bottom
fine.
five
We're
chat.
doing
You're not even in
fine.
bottom five chat. Get the fuck out
You're
of
not
here.
even good enough to be
That's
in the
only
cellar.
because
That's the problem.
Isaac hasn't released session 11 since the All-Star break.
Join
or
us.
session
Join
12
us.
numbers.
Are
it's
we?
just
are
us
we
and the
bottom
Marlins
five?
and
We
Freddie
might
from
be after
Toronto
the last
shit
week.
There's
posting.
no way we're bottom. I thought we were like had like a 500 record.
Do we?
Am I deluded?
Yes.
I might be.
I think
Yes.
you're deluded.
You
Am I
are.
deluded?
We had a
What are you-
500 record
What are
in
you
week
deluded
2.
with?
I thought we were. I
Week
thought we had like a
2?
500 record. I thought we were like.
Leo's like, this season's going
Solid.
great. We're right
Yeah,
in the
this doing
playoff
great.
race.
I didn't think we were in the race. I thought we were like just outside of it.
Just outside of it.
I thought we
My
were like
God.
I thought we were on the outside looking in.
So how much do you get to play?
am
I don't
I a
even.
bad-
What is your
We're looking
position,
in from
Saul? I don't
Canada.
even know.
Am I a bad?
Right, sorry. So, my position, I am a first baseman, third baseman, and I think my third position is center field because
Naturally.
last year we needed more center fielders, and so I stepped up for that. I don't know what the second question was.
That was all. That was the one question.
Well-
do you play a lot since you're doing terrible?
Unfortunately, I do. I'm a captain, and captains are getting more playing time this season, so I do unfortunately get a lot of playing time.
I feel that way.
I
about
probably
myself, too.
should get less.
Much to
Why
the
are-
detriment
why do-
of the team around me.
Why do captains get more playing time?
That's the way that Superbone likes to run the team. So captains are getting a couple more at bats a year than everyone else. Although
Huh.
I got to say, Superbone does do a really good job of making it so that everyone gets roughly equal at bats.
Yeah, with
Very
any
cool.
degree that you can do that.
Yeah, it's really hard,
It's
especially
Yeah.
with like
really tough.
conditionals and pinch hits and pinch
Yeah.
runs and such. Yeah.
I got to say,
Yeah.
Cleveland's been really good this year with conditionals. I think we've only put in 2 or 3 conditionals the entire
wow.
season.
Brag
Wow.
about it.
Right. Humble.
I am going to brag about that a little.
Yeah, and you did rightfully so,
shit.
because that's pretty
Yeah.
impressive. That's really awesome.
It gets tough when people are in way different time zones. But
Oh,
also,
totally.
a bunch of people on there are in way different time zones. So
And the Eastern time 7 or 8 p.m. ping are the worst.
yeah,
'Cause
I feel
you
that.
only have a
It's
few hours
shitty.
before bedtime, and then it's an early morning.
Yep.
Yeah, it's annoying on the West Coast because you're just like, motherfucker, it's like 9, but you're like, shit, everybody's asleep, and I really need to ask someone, but it's like all of a sudden fucking midnight on the East Coast, or like
we had someone-
5 a.m.
Oh my god.
Last
Euro.
session, we had somebody on a trip in Europe, and I was freaking out because it was like midnight and they haven't swung. And they're like, calm down. It's
Yeah,
8
someone on
a.m.
our
here.
someone on our minor league team like went to Europe and was like, "Hey, don't
I'm
be
in Europe
alarmed.
now."
Like I'm just gonna get up." And then it took like 2 or 3 days, and they were just like laughing. Like we'd wake up and it would just be messages from fucking Pablo, just like, "You fucking guys, I fucking told you I would be up in like 2 hours."
Said, leave me alone. for,
Guys,
like,
fuck this
10
hole.
minutes.
I will say
So-
having players in Europe is kind of nice because you
Yes.
can conditional them in for players
Yeah.
that,
Mhm.
maybe have an overnight timer. So we've got Joe Pigeon in We've got Joe
Sorry,
Pigeon in Europe.
That was a golf laugh.
We've got-
Dayman he just circled the sun a couple times.
Fuck you.
No, Dayman. And we've got Zeke in France, and so having those two means that overnight timers are pretty easy for us.
Yeah, it's much better when it's like multiple people because they can be like, "Oh shit, we're the two people awake."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Having Zan is nice because I wake up to scouting, so that's really
Oh,
and
nice.
not like I think 5 will work here. Like 3 pages of like so. On Tuesdays when it's raining outside, this guy does
And
this.
the moon
and
is a
it's-
waxing gibbous.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now it's a democratic republic in the Central Congo. So when that is going
What?
on, yeah, there's Zan's got some shit, man. He is going crazy.
There's a Democratic
Republic
in the Central
Congo.
in the
Don't you
Congo
know
or the
that-
Central Congo.
Don't you know that?
I'm glad to know
that
that
baseball
Zeke's good at numbers
thrives
and not history.
when
When
there's a Democratic
social
Republic in Central Congo, that's when this person thrives. So
No, that's when
basically-
the person throws repeats every time.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
for
every time.
all of their
What is
life
happening?
thus far.
Yeah, so basically yes.
What a helpful piece of scouting.
I'm really upset that Leo doesn't know about the Democratic Republic. I don't know.
No, he
Bullshit.
does,
They're
but
social-
I know
you
exa-
don't.
I know
you don't
exactly
know what it is.
One of you
I
does
know
it, and it's not
exactly
Leo.
what the DRC is.
Yeah, I know what it is. Leo knows.
I was
you
talking
don't know.
I was talking about the form of government in a region. That's what I was talking about.
Well, just because it's called a Democratic People's Republic doesn't mean that it is. For one.
I didn't call it a Democratic People's Republic. I called it a Democratic Republic.
Hey, at least
Okay.
you didn't,
Roll
at least you
tape
didn't
back,
call
roll
it
tape
the
back.
at least you didn't call it the Dominican Republic of Congo.
That's true. That's true.
Or
really, I
you
was-
didn't call it
I
you didn't
wasn't
call
even
it
trying
Dr.
to-
Congo either. There's a lot of
Doctor,
Dr. Congos.
yeah.
I
That's
didn't
what
go
I was
into I didn't go into that conversation with a place name or government type in
We
mind.
know.
And it yes,
It's
it was
where
very
it-
It
apparent.
was
So,
very
It was
evident.
very apparent. Yeah, and that's fine. That's
It's
fine.
it's spiraled.
It's spiraled.
Saul, as a social studies teacher, what's your favorite government form?
Democratic Republic.
What's your favorite
so-
region of the Congo?
So I don't
Congo
actually
or
teach
you
social studies,
guy?
but gotta love some Democratic republics.
Yeah,
Yeah, the classic.
I like
Classic.
constitutional monarchs just because I just change the pace, you know.
You
Earl
like
loves
the
Britain.
tradition.
I
Parliament.
like
loves
the
Britain.
tradition.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
I'm
enough.
lying. I fucking hate monarchies. Actually, if you want to be
How?
serious about it, I just wanted to be different.
I hate
fucking
that. I hate
monarchies.
that in constitutional monarchies, everything's called like a ministry and shit. Like we don't get departments. We get. You guys feel what I'm saying? I know that's not like a
Like
a
Harry
hard
Potter?
fast
I don't
rule.
have experience of that, but that would annoy the piss out of me. Yes, I
Bro,
agree.
you're
Right.
beefing
I
with
think
Anthony
I think
Joy
you
and,
all
like,
need
3 other
bigger
people.
things to worry about.
Yes,
I think
well, we're
Saul is
Americans.
correct.
Everything else is pretty going outside of
Yeah,
you know,
everything else is perfect. so that's all
Everything
we
else
can
is
worry
fine,
about.
so we can talk about bullshit like this.
Exactly.
Yes,
Speaking of
ministries
things to worry
versus
about.
departments.
Yes, we don't have anything
I
else
actually
to
do-
worry
I have a
about.
question.
We've solved every problem in the world.
Is the
We solved
QEW
healthcare.
is that now the KEW?
Okay.
Oh,
What?
the Queen.
In Canada, there's the Queen's Expressway around Toronto. I know you're not over in Toronto, Saul.
I am not.
I figure everywhere has a QEW, not just the one in
Right.
Toronto.
They do not.
Okay.
They do not.
Well, I figure you know about it because there's like 17 people in Canada. I know what else you're going to talk about. So
That's
is
true.
Is the QEW now the KEW?
I doubt it, but
Well,
I
does
do not know for
Queensland
certain.
become Kingsland?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either. We can't
Probably
say for sure
not.
because we don't know.
It's only been a long time.
Dayman, you're about to go down a path.
But we can't say for sure because I like how I used my steel power up right when the victory thing came.
Don't worry, you still get it
That's
next
good.
round.
You still get it. We're like on a we're 3 of 9.
Oh, okay.
A 9-course tournament. Oh,
Sorry.
fuck this one.
Give me your power up, Leo.
Speaking of
Whoa,
a
fucking
long
power up.
tournament and process, Saul, how did you rank the season 9 draft class? And were there any surprises on your draft board?
So I was actually looking at my draft board before this because I wanted to make sure that I had
That
it
we
up
were
and I
on it?
knew
Yeah.
all
Forgot.
of you are on it.
Bottom 17.
All of you are officially on it.
Oh,
I had I had all of you ranks. I had all of you ranked in tier 1 players. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 11 players ranked in my tier 1.
I thought you were going to say you had 11
people-
tiers. I was really curious how you did that, but I'm sorry.
No, so I think I have 4 tiers.
Okay.
And then so all 5 of you were in the tier 1 players, and that's players who will get picked highly. I think the biggest surprise is I had some people in tier 2 that I'm looking back and I'm like, wow, this person was like I thought was such a good prospect, and then they just like fell off the face of the earth. We never heard from them again, and I still have them on this list, and they probably should have been moved down, and they weren't. And I'm gonna start saying some names, and people are gonna yell at me. They're gonna be like, actually, this person
got it.
Exclusive.
Actually, this person is on our team and they're really good. I'm gonna have to apologize. But I had Duster Velvet in tier 2.
I don't even know that name.
That was a UCC pitcher. Saul, they lost their Reddit account and just stopped playing.
Okay, so see, like I had them in tier 2.
They were really cool. I liked them. They were nice people.
Yeah, and like I had them in tier 2, and I was like, this person should be drafted highly. Never heard from them again. And then you know, just I had some other people, but I don't want to say too many names because there are people that
one name
drafted.
Hey, we have Craig now. I can just bleep it.
Oh yeah.
Someone write down a time.
Let's not do that.
Let's just not.
No, it's so much more work.
Yeah, you can type it in the chat. We'll talk about it afterwards.
I was just trying to
put it in a place where we can copy and paste it.
I was just trying to flex Craig.
Saul, who is your most positive surprise? How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
Most positive surprise. So
who was in tier 4 that turned out to be a banger?
Well, I mean, obviously Ozuna from the Braves. High quality player.
Oh, rip.
But
we literally say rip Ozuna in our fucking college chat all the time.
I don't get the reference. What happened?
It was someone who's on our team that just ghosted after a little bit, but he
ghosted after like.
Oh, what tier did you have him at?
I had him in him or her, I guess. I had them in tier 3 because for the first 3 days they were like pretty active, and I was like, oh, like this person is.
They were good too. They literally they pitched like 4 shutout innings,
and then we're just gone.
Yeah. I say that shit all the time. That's fucking hilarious.
Where do you have Luke from on your list?
Oh no,
I have Luke from because he was he joined late, so he was on the bottom of the list. Wasn't
what
sure.
About his other
and then obviously
account?
Isn't that?
And then he said quick dome so many times that I actually just kept moving him down the list.
Every time.
And I'm looking at like my notes because I have notes on every single player. I had notes on every single player in the season 9 draft. And my notes for Luke Fromm just say, do not touch with a 10-foot pole. We'll ask for dome 400 times a day.
I got a question.
Just wrote quick dome question mark. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Is tier 4 a do not draft list, or is
tier 4
is there a separate
tier 4 is tier 4 is not a do not draft list, so I do not have a do not draft list. Some of my notes say that like this is probably not a person that we would want to draft, but I very purposely did not make a do not draft list. I just have tier 4, which was prospects that'll probably go 3rd round or later. And
tier 4
I would say for the most
we
part,
forgot about this pick. We could,
yeah.
Well, yeah,
I had a draft list for MLM. Said I will literally retire if we draft any of these people. That was the title.
And what names were those?
Oh,
Stupido Weinstein.
I'm not in the MLN draft, and you would be lucky to have.
Yeah,
me.
It was a really good reason that you weren't because
you would have. You'd have drafted me right away. You'd be like, "That's a catch."
I would have drafted Saul exactly I did.
Yeah, I don't. Yesterday. I was going to say I don't think that he would have taken you.
Yeah, it's like, and if I wouldn't have drafted Saul, I would have taken Strawberry Jones.
Actually, that's a good question for Saul. First off, I'm hurt, Dayman, and we're gonna have a talk later. But secondly, where did some of these rookie all-stars line up for you, like Strawberry Jones, Mike Ock, What other rookies do we have in the All-Star game?
I don't know.
Stupido,
Not us.
technically. No.
I was
Never
not
mind.
an all-star.
Never mind. You were not. I thought you were. I don't
Griff
know why I
was,
thought you
but
were
we know
AO
Griff was a
GM.
Griff was a tier
Griff,
one.
Griff was a tier 1. Strawberry
Oh,
Jones is one of my tier 1s. He obviously joined the
Yeah.
Cleveland clubhouse really early. We all loved him. He fit in really well. He was in tier 1. We knew we wanted to draft him pretty much right away. Mike Ock, I have a tier 2 prospect ranking on. So if that tier 2 is players who could go in the first round, but I could also see going high in the second. Mike Ock was in that tier 2. I thought that Mike Ock, I knew about the scouting. I knew they were a terrific scouter. I knew that whatever team that got them was probably going to benefit a lot from the scouting that they do.
shout out
I'm not really
Mr.
bothered
Ock.
by the third person thing. So no, I would have been pretty happy to draft Mike. We didn't get the chance to.
Man, shit is so tough like that too when you're just like, I have 3 roster spots and 2 picks.
And that was the
and
thing. Yeah.
19 people who are pretty cool.
And we had, I had a draft board full of people that I was like, okay, I need to address this position, this position, this position, and this position. I've got all these different people who I think would be fantastic fits. And how do I narrow it down to people that I think are going to be there in the spot that we're going to be picking? And also, how do I balance out, roster spots and playing time and all that sort of fun stuff.
Fucking Chalk, you sit at the edge of the hole with your "do not love me" bullshit. Get the
I
fuck out
bounced
of
out.
here.
Actually, I forgot I had that on, but that was a good me sitting there. Nice.
Fuck you.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, asshole! You just said you weren't going to draft me as opposed to retire, so I think I'm coming for you. That's what's happening.
Oh wow.
That's a compliment to me.
Now, do you remember when you all told me that I should play the MLR All-Star Game announcement in my classroom? Because there
No.
wouldn't be that much swearing. It'd be totally cool.
No, I don't remember saying that.
I
Did
do
I
not
say
remember
that?
that.
You definitely
Yeah.
did, yes.
Yeah,
Saul,
you
what the fuck were you thinking? That was a terrible idea. First of all,
Oh,
they
you
were
didn't
like
blew it, did you?
screams. We probably gave someone
did not.
like an epileptic seizure.
To be fair,
did
I feel
not.
like I said don't do that.
Yeah, I did not do that, but
Good.
it would not
Good
have
idea.
gone well.
Oh my lord, Saul!
I love the
I'm so
thought of
sorry.
that,
I would not. I mean, I guess apparently I
drinking
did,
the
but I did
bourbon
not
that
mean
day.
to.
It's okay. I knew you weren't being serious.
Okay.
Yeah, I am pretty
Good.
sure it definitely was phrased as a joke.
One has to hope.
One has to.
We hope. We hope.
Wow.
Hey, I'm in the hole.
I was extra small.
That's nothing new.
Can I get a meow
Actually, I'm a
from
very
all the
large
kitties in the
person, so it would
chat?
be kind of new.
Meow.
Thank you, Dayman.
You're welcome.
Saul, so how are you enjoying Dungeons and Dragons with assorted members of MLR that may or may not
Assorted
that may
members.
And the top
or
5.
may not be the entirety of the top 5 and Harry
Harry.
Mick-
And
I don't know.
And
Harry
Harry.
Potterson, I believe.
Father
Does-
Saul.
Does Harry
Harry
play MLR?
Yeah.
I hope
He's
so.
on the
Yes.
Twins. Yeah.
I
he's
didn't. Oh, on the Twins. I didn't know. I honestly
He's
did
in
not know.
MLN too. He's on Carolina. He's a
I
division
assumed you did.
rival.
Ooh.
It's literally all of us, including the one and only 16-bit Griffey, Saul,
Yes.
and fucking Harry. It's so good.
It's been a ton of fun. I've really been enjoying playing my character. I've really been enjoying interacting with everyone else's character.
You do a great job playing your character.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god. We have to
It's-
tell for
yeah.
everybody, for the audience, the dynamic between you and the artificer.
We don't like
why
each
don't
other
you
very
do
much.
that? Yeah. Why don't you
Yeah.
kick that off and let us know what give us the Zazerk opinion of the artificer.
Zazurk is
he
Saul's
sucks.
character for everybody.
So
the Artificer.
Zazurk, my character, thinks that the Artificer is a weak, cowardly person who will not get what he wants because he's not willing to take it.
Damn.
Zazurk just wants loot for his tribe.
I gotta
gotta
let
feed the
my
babies.
babies eat.
Got a supply.
Yeah.
Are any
Gotta
of them your
supply.
babies? I never asked.
I don't know if that's fully been explored, but I would assume. I mean, I'm the
assume-
champion, right? So
I would assume, yeah.
My friends.
I mean, it's kind of like what I said. Elves are kind of just with elves.
Polyelverus.
Yeah, polyelverus.
Holy Elverus.
I've never heard that before.
But
I
you're a
like
half
that.
elf.
I came up with it. It was great.
Yeah, well,
Well,
that should
sometimes
just
the
confirm
human wanders
point.
in, you know?
Yeah, you never know. People go camping all the time.
Walk into the wrong room. Oh, my bad.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
no,
What are
you're
y'all- what are y'all
fine.
doing in here?
I don't. Do you
It
guys
was
watch
just a
The Office?
tapestry of elves. Of course. Are you
Yes.
watching
I have
Superfan?
watched The
The
Office,
new
yes.
new Superfan episodes? The new Superfan episodes?
Oh, I haven't seen those. What?
There's
No.
what?
What?
haven't seen those.
Extended? Oh my god, fellas. Let me fucking tell you something.
Please
no.
do.
Up until season 7, all the way through season 7, they've re-released all the episodes with like 10 to 14 minutes of extra footage in each one.
Oh
Like,
wow!
just
Are they
way
dang.
longer cuts. They're hilarious. Okay, like
Okay.
first of all, there's so many with like a lot of like with like Phyllis and Creed and shit like that, and there are some fucking hilarious ones with all the extra scenes. Like Bob Vance is in the mob. Let me fucking tell you. Like
That
they
makes
kind of
sense.
make that joke a few times, but like there's a few scenes where you're just like, she's like, Bob pays everything in cash, and like goes in this whole fucking thing where you're just like, that was a mob joke, like for fucking sure.
You have a
there's
lot to learn about this town, sweetie.
Yeah, literally,
yeah.
yeah. That's where you get the vibe, but this shit like goes so hard. There's
Before
a
we get-
really good dumpster sex scene too.
Before we get
What?
too far from it,
Yeah.
there's a Creed Bratton joke where he's like, "I don't have any problem with homosexuality. Like I was there at the '60s. You know, we were at Woodstock. It was really muddy. We were having sex with everyone. A man could have slid in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how
I would
imagine
have no
how
way
you
of
came
A
to be.
tapestry. A
Yeah,
tapestry. of
there's probably
people.
just some like dude walking in a forest somewhere, and suddenly he's in an elf orgy.
Yeah,
You know,
you
and then
don't
he gets
fucking
slapped
know.
with the paternity suit.
I don't think elves need paternity from a guy. They're elves.
That's probably true.
What could a guy offer an elf
I don't know.
besides a
His seed,
halfling?
apparently.
Yeah.
One night of fun and nothing else.
It was more like an afternoon, but yeah.
Let's be honest, it wasn't exactly super fun, but the elf was, interested in something new. So
Fair enough. I feel like that's some
Fuck.
projection.
I like how
Oh, yeah.
Chalk has written the backstory of your parents.
yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's
Just
my
expanding
dad.
a little bit on it. Expanding a little bit on it.
He's my dad. It's apocryphal. Don't
My
worry.
dad.
Nothing he
Yeah.
said is true. It's just
Yeah.
what his character thinks.
This is
So
headcanon.
I was gonna say all the stuff that we're saying here, we now have to link this episode on the D&D server so that all the
I'll
people who are
fucking
following
die.
along
Fuck.
can now listen to this.
Oh, true.
And
Captain
speaking of which, if
Trash.
you're listening to this and you're interested in following along, let us know. We'll get you an invite.
A lot of it is
Spectate.
me and Chalk fucking up the dice roll syntax and getting mad.
Yep. That's
And
Did
then
the
and
little
then me
guide I just
playing
wrote out help?
songs. When I have to do it again, I'll just go look at it and then I'll tell you.
Yeah, I
if it
pinned that
helped.
motherfucker now that I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
understand the because I'm going to forget the syntax. This is like the 7th
Yeah.
time I've understood it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but now I definitely I
In the
wrote it
last
out.
week, we've done this like 6 times, and we both can't fucking
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
I still
my
can't figure out
God.
how to roll disadvantage, so I just rolled 2 dice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
don't
wrote it
know.
out.
Honestly.
You can
Yeah.
read it.
I-
you can
Next
read
time you
there as
do
well.
it, just check the pens.
That takes a lot of
Doc,
work.
I
right.
appreciate it, but I'm 100%
totally fine.
not gonna read it.
You don't have to.
He's like, I'm just gonna roll 2 dice.
was like,
So
So-
I will say
I'll
you were
roll
the
2
first
dice.
person who has ever come to me during the first day of the session and gone, "What's your opinion on player versus player fights?"
Oh no. What have I
He
got
really
myself
hates that
into?
artificer.
He
I
really
will
hates
say,
that
the
artificer.
artificer.
It is hilarious.
I will
Well,
say, My character doesn't necessarily like the artificer too much either because I find it annoying that we keep getting into the fucking arguments. Like they're hilarious, but
And
your
you know what?
character
I
has to
gotta
not
say,
like
my character doesn't like it. I think it's
Yeah.
funny, but my dude is just like, fuck this, man. Like let's just
Not
keep,
again.
let's keep doing what we said we were gonna do all this time
and
ago.
I gotta say, like, the insults do not come naturally to me. Like, I don't think I'm a very negative person, and so it has been kind of fun to like think of just like different ways to call him an idiot over and over and over again.
in orc.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Hey, Dayman, you should look at the scorecard real quick because we all just hold and won that last hole, which is pretty cool.
Well, I'm still tied for first, so I don't fucking care.
Well, but we all hold and won it, so it was like a nice little thing to. All right, you just do you then. So okay.
I never win. I don't fucking care. I'm out for blood.
A bard,
Take
calm
me.
down.
You got me fired up with the fucking artificer stuff.
My character
think-
just joined the campaign, and my character's fucking sleepy. So,
Yeah, your character
He's
seems like really
hurt.
disinterested in everything. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
bro, I almost fucking died.
Yeah, he just
Apparently.
came back from the fucking Valhalla, okay? Like, give him a little bit.
Give me a night. give me.
Let him sleep. We haven't even slept yet. We're getting drunk in the tavern.
Let me sleep
Well,
it
so-
off.
I want to ask this question: like, who's all played D&D before? Because is this
I
the
have.
first
Not
time?
me.
Yes, I know you have. Okay, Stupido, how much D&D have you played?
I started
Too
actually
much.
not that wrong. Not that long ago. I
Okay,
started.
Scooby.
I'm trying to remember now. 2020, I started.
Okay,
That was less than I would have thought.
how long until you
You're a
started DMing like
skilled
you are now?
DM. Don't kill my character.
Killed a bard.
We started this the biggest campaign I have is the in-person Frost Maiden, and we started that in 2022. I was looking at
What
my
is-
sheet.
What does that mean?
Actually we started 2 years ago this month because we
What is,
started at the beginning of
Yep.
2022.
What's a Frost Maiden? Like, what are you?
Oh,
what are you saying?
that's a
You
campaign
fucking
book.
piece of
Rime of
shit.
the Frost Maiden.
All right, well, I'm just gonna sit here.
Chalk, a frost maiden is a
Fucking
very
piece of
cold lady.
She
Thank
is
you, Saul.
actually.
Thank you. We don't have
Oh my
we don't
God.
have words for that down here because it doesn't get as cold as it does in Canada. So
I thought you were gonna say it's because they don't have rights.
It's funny because I would say that where I live is probably warmer than where you live.
Yeah,
I bet you it
probably.
is. I bet you it is.
It's just as wet though. I think. Very.
Probably
Is that a
more
fro-
wet.
Is that a Frost Maiden joke?
No, it was a weather joke. It's called an analogy. Okay.
Is that an effect you have on the Frost Maidens?
Yeah. Do you melt them? Do you use
Dave
all
Art
their
does.
frozen hearts?
With his renditions of whatever that song we just made up was.
YHOA.
Yeah.
HM. It's changed. It's something else
It's
now. 'cause-
changed.
Oh God.
The
My character's asleep. I don't know. I don't know
the
that
goddess's
it's changed.
name is Lillard.
Yep. So
My character's
YHLA.
asleep. I'm unaware of the changes. I'm not even in the same fucking building that they're in.
No, we're getting drunk at the tavern. Can I perform again in the tavern or no? Will it not matter?
I mean, you did. It's kind of
But
just
can
a
I do it
general role
again?
for your whole night.
Oh, it's a whole night thing. God
I
damn
mean,
it. did so
yeah, well, I could
bad.
sit here and have you roll
yeah.
D20s all the time if you want,
Yeah,
but
just like I like it. I want
I
to do
roll to
something.
perform
I'm
again.
bored. I roll to perform the next song.
Song by song, yeah.
Yeah. I had
I
to
rolled to
already
perform
explain to
song
the
2 of
artificer
my album.
what an album was. I had to explain what that was.
I mean, to be
Didn't-
fair, you're in a fantasy world where a recording on a piece of audio would not be normal.
Unless you're an
I-
elf
I-
like me.
There
I
are
feel like
spells
you
for
could've-
that, though.
That's not how
Yeah,
that
you could have
works.
totally
It's
done
elf-
that with magic.
Elves.
There are spells.
We're
for that.
magical. But
Must be
it would
like-
make sense that he didn't get it.
You're only
He
a
doesn't know
half
that
elf.
stuff.
Elves be
Fuck
like, yeah, here's my
you don't
Walkman.
know me. You don't fucking know my character.
I
okay?
actually
you don't
do.
know
You're
shit.
a half elf, and
You
you're
don't
very,
know
You're
shit.
very egomaniacal.
Everything that I've told you is literally an
facade.
illusion. You don't know shit.
Is literally an illusion. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. My only friend
Stupido,
is
when I
fucking
stop
Griff.
having disadvantage all the fucking time because that stupid light, I'd like to make a couple of in like whatever
Perception
checks I
check.
can on perception check if he's lying.
Check if he's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, I need to switch spells to detect.
shit,
it.
I have a thing that makes me like that sort of shit like not work on me as well, but you can fucking try.
If I punch him, does my fist just go through him?
Let's find out.
I mean,
Not
there is a playable race that called the Changeling that can change their appearance.
True.
See,
I have
you
costume
some-
clothes. I can disguise myself. I'm a master of disguise. Did
You
you
have
not
something
read
fun
my
like
fucking
that.
You're a
character sheet?
level 1 singer. You can't be a master of disguise.
I'm a performer. I'm not a singer.
You're
I can do
Taylor
more than
Swift
just
when she
sing.
just made her first single. You haven't even dropped
Get
the
the
album yet.
fuck out of here. I can do other things. I'm an acrobat. I was in
You know
the
what-
fucking circus.
You know what else you can do? You can shout out. To
I
King
can knock
Raj,
it.
who just
I
got
can knock it
unmuted in
hurt
our
by a
server.
fucking
No.
purple
We
light.
were supposed to ignore it.
Oh wait, he
No,
got
I
muted.
wanted to
was
call it
wondering
out
why
for
it was so fucking quiet.
It just entices him to keep it going.
I
It's like
muted
the
him.
unmute makes him want to talk more.
I muted him. The system unmuted him. I muted him for a day because he made my Diamond Destiny card like 30 points less than yours. That's why, Damon.
Hey, at least you have one. I don't have one.
Right?
My
You didn't
diamond,
get
what the
one?
fuck is
No.
I
what
don't-
the
I do
fuck
not
is a
have one.
Diamond Destiny card?
It's
Oh, he
Diamond
talked about it.
Dynasty. It's Diamond Dynasty.
If you had
Whatever.
been on the Raj recording,
Or
Oh, yeah.
listen to the Raj recording, which you
listen
apparently
to
did
it.
not do.
No,
Didn't do
why
your
would I
homework.
listen to something that I'm not?
that you
Presence of-
weren't
in
on.
the presence of two
That I'm not
teachers.
on. Is Daybard and Dayman that different? That's the question.
No.
You don't know me.
Is
Yeah.
is
Hey, man
chalk
didn't do his
banana
homework in the
different than
presence of two
vanilla steak?
teachers.
Um,
Actually,
Not much.
yes.
He probably
Very
likes
much
cleaning
so.
more.
what do you mean very much so? I fucking hate cleaning. Stupido, explain yourself.
I'm just
Vanilla-
you
no,
yourself
vanilla steak
said
is,
you
like,
built a character
slightly-
who is not you.
I'm not
You
doing
did
I'm
say
not doing
that.
great at that. I want it to be I wanted to be shy, but I can't make a fucking shy character. I can't be shy.
You're
just
the
can't be
opposite
shy.
of that.
I am
in
not
that
shy.
game.
Saul,
Yeah,
how
I
much is your
bet if
character like
checked
you?
The message count, it would be mostly.
Yeah, Saul, do you run around and bash walls
I'm
and
chatty.
try to open doors?
I
and
do
fail?
not. I do a lot of that though. I do. No,
Couldn't
I
get
don't
that
think my
door
character's
open,
that
though.
much like me. I think I'm
No.
pretty nice, pretty kind, and I don't think my character is either of those things.
Should you call this
Yeah,
your outlet
yeah.
for your angry thoughts?
I think that's what it is, honestly.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Go like
So-
40.
Now that we're back from the cut, Saul, have you ever swung a broadaxe?
What the fuck?
What did we just tell you?
And
Wait.
and since you definitely have, how was it?
What are these questions?
So-
I gotta start reading these questions before we
I
get on
asked
here.
everybody, if you guys read the questions, if you have any questions about them, Saul read through these questions. He's like, yeah, they're all fine. I have it.
The last one was just straight up evoked a terrible response from Jog, and this
Well,
one makes no
It
sense.
made me remember the 8th grade. What do you mean it makes no sense? Saul, have you ever swung a
It
bad
makes
axe?
perfect
Battle axe.
sense. It's just
Broad axe.
I have never swung a battle axe. I have swung a splitting maul. Does that
there you
count?
go. Yes.
What is a
that's
splitting
That's
maul?
close enough.
A mall that splits, I assume.
Shut up.
It's a
Or is it something
it's a
that
big,
splits malls?
heavy axe.
Leo just gave you a shut up, stupido.
The mall that splits. Okay.
I'm sorry, Saul.
Describe
What
it
is it? Leo got a little saucy and it was funny.
Well, I know who's not
No
starting tomorrow.
tolerance for those types of jokes.
I'm not a starter anyway.
Oh shit! I'm not a starter anyway. Like he made that choice
I'm
for
the
himself.
reliever.
Like, I'm not even a starter.
So to answer your question, a
Sorry,
splitting
Saul,
maul
thank you.
is just a really big, heavy axe that you use to split pieces of wood that
How is it
are too
different than a
naughty
normal
or too
axe?
wet. The head is a bit
Did
wider,
you
so
say
it,
too naughty or too wet?
Too naughty
Right.
with a K.
Oh my God.
Okay. Because the sentence I heard was very different.
I think we need a server mute. You, sir, made my ball go in the wrong direction because I was hovering over you to mute
Maybe
you.
it
How
was a
fucking
splitting
dare
ball or whatever
you.
the fuck he's talking about.
Splitting
No, it
ball.
definitely was not. It was a chalk fucking
It was a chalk
ball.
Why did you swing that?
I was a Boy Scout for a very long time. I swung a lot of axes.
I
tracks.
swung some axes.
But not a broad axe or a battle axe, and never in combat or in anger.
No, that
as
never
an
came
orc
up.
named Zazurk.
Okay.
I
Never
have
for
swung
business, only for pleasure.
Correct.
Don't just mess around with a battle axe,
Yeah.
man. Like, you gotta have an agenda.
You
for
really
that
don't.
fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, how many more questions are there on there?
One.
Well, Leo skipped
Perfect.
like the first 4.
Because he answered most of them, and
He didn't
also
talk about
it
his
felt-
league
That's a
highlights.
hole in
It
one.
felt like we had naturally progressed past them.
Don't interrupt
Alright.
the host, Chuck.
I'm sorry, you're the new
You
host. I'm
made
sorry.
him
I'm
the
sorry.
host, and now
Hey,
you're correcting his hosting.
You
do
just
this
settle
off
down over there,
screen.
Daybard.
You know what?
I'm
Since-
going to do the opposite of settling down. I'm firing up actively.
I
Let's
know.
go.
That's why I'm
Let's talk
saying.
about
I'm
soup.
blasting off.
Let's
Let's
go.
talk about soup.
No,
we
we didn't.
talk about soup.
Talk about soup.
I had some dry ramen today. That's not
Oh,
soup.
that sounds
String didn't
disgusting.
bounce. What?
No, it was
That
delicious.
sounds
It was,
awful.
it was
Damon,
literally
how
just
or not
noodles
Damon?
and then
Stupido,
all the
how was
things
your
in it.
Oh, motherfucker.
how was your chili, Stupido?
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Saul, have you cooked anything good lately?
There you go.
I will say I have a wonderful wife who does almost all of the cooking. So
Has
I
your
have not cooked anything really
What's the best
tasty in the
soup
last
that
little
you
bit.
cooked?
Do you grill?
She
Are
does.
you the grill master?
She does make. I am the grill master.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
okay.
let's
It's
go.
winter time, so I feel you.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of grilling in the winter.
Yeah, no way.
We had like a foot of snow like a week ago, and so we're still
Great.
just kind of getting over that.
Yeah, I feel that.
Not colder down
no-
here right now.
Wow. Now
Say,
I
it's
don't
like
even, what did you say? English? Did
What?
you speak English?
I think it was
Saul,
not.
did you understand me?
I think so. I think you said it was colder down there now.
Not colder down here now. Apparently, that was how many fingers of bourbon was that? That was more than I expected.
Are you
Uh,
fucking hammered?
Just a
How
40.
many
I'm not
fingers?
hammered.
You
Just a
sound
40 of bourbon.
Did you say
Callback.
I'm not
fingers
hammered,
of
he
bourbon?
says as he whispers something indiscernible into our fucking ears.
Fingers. You pour fingers of like hard liquor when you drink it in a glass.
like 2 fingers of scotch.
Sure.
Yeah.
I did
2
not know
fingers
that.
of.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
I just
don't even
pour.
drink
Well,
it, I've
you
heard of
just
it.
had like a Jack
Some of us heard
Daniel's
that at
water
church.
scotch lemon or something. So
A water scotch
So
lemon.
now you're gonna make
yeah,
Oh, what?
I really might need to just go to bed.
Well, we're
I was
getting
up
to
until like
a good time, but I would
yeah.
like
We
to,
do have 2 more questions.
Then stop talking
do.
about fingering your bourbon and let us fight.
That's how you age it,
It
though,
adds
man.
flavor. It adds
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
That's
Just some
playing
guy in
with your
Kentucky
food
sitting with his
extra
finger in a cast,
steps.
making it taste better.
Oh, no.
Oh, power
Oh my
rankings just
God.
dropped.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Who's joining me in bottom 5 chat? I gotta check from a different device.
Razor number 24.
Oh, we're just outside.
Just
the top
outside.
Cardinal
five.
27.
Oh hey, just a girl got a honorable mention for NL player of the session. Shout out.
She
Just
had
Girl.
a great. Well, she was
Mosquito
just a guy
with our
then,
course.
but she had a
Yes.
great. She had a great
I-
game against the Phillies,
I'm pretty sure I awarded that player of the game.
as you should have.
You don't get any
Oh,
credit for that,
Indeed I did.
unfortunately.
Indeed I did.
What's that, Leo?
I said it's our course, and then you immediately messed up the first hole.
Yeah. Fucked it. I have not been on
Fucked it.
tonight. It's probably the
It's fine.
drink.
It's fine. It's probably the
It's the
40
fingering.
of bourbon.
Yeah,
the
it's a
40
90
fingers of
in
bourbon.
My
Bourbon.
half finger Jack Daniel.
Okay, now half a finger is like like one swallow, so I feel like we're getting
I mean,
2 different fingers
It's basically
of measurement here.
Kool-Aid with just a little
I
bit
mean,
of
Yeah.
How
So
alcohol.
accurate is
Stupido,
the
a
finger
finger,
measurement in general?
a finger is you pour in liquor and then you put your finger on the side of the glass, and one finger,
Are
2
you
fingers, 3
mansplaining
fingers.
fingers to
Just
Stupido?
He doesn't know what fingers are. He just
I
said
I
he
think
didn't
he
know what he was
does.
talking
I
about.
think he does.
Stupido, did you know what fingers were?
I have
For
never
alcohol?
heard the term, but I am smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
well,
how else
forgive
would you
me.
measure that? Like, is there a standard
Contextually-
size of finger?
I don't know,
Contextually,
man.
I
I'm
figured
Instead of
out
just
what
a
it
trying to
was.
finger
help
on
a
the
guy
side
out.
of it?
You're not going to
We
make
were
me feel
taught-
bad for helping somebody understand something they questioned. I will feel fine about
I think you found the title for this episode. Do you know what
Fingering-
fingers are?
Do you know what fingers are?
2 types of people.
that.
2 fucking types of people.
I think the better part was talking about how much a finger is, and then just watching Tupido's ball fly over the hole. Just not even close.
He's getting confused.
I got a small ball again. Okay, now we're good.
You
Again?
should go to the doctor, bud.
Great.
The other one's normal size, so I'm not worried about it.
That's definitely a problem.
That should make you more
It
worried.
works.
You should be more concerned right now than you were before.
Oh, shit, I got the
Two
rainbow.
different sizes.
Poor Saul.
Leo,
I'm not
You've
convinced
made
of
a
that.
mockery.
Ask the next questions.
Answer his questions. I'm asking the
Ask
questions.
the next questions.
There you go.
There you
Stall.
go, drunk jock.
Stall.
I'm not even
DC?
drunk. I could totally drive to the store right
You
now.
might be.
Saul,
Yeah,
there are
oh
five.
yeah,
feel like
I'm
you
not
shouldn't.
drunk, says the fucking drunk guy in every place ever.
Yes.
Saul, believe it or not, there are 5 people on the top 5 podcast.
Yeah.
How
Griff has
many
been
of
here
us-
this whole time?
How many of us could you beat in an arm wrestling contest?
What?
I did see this question.
How do you,
So
Stupido? Do you not see the questions?
I do, but it's playing it up, Chalk.
Oh, okay,
Come on, don't ruin it.
I might mad him and
Right.
Ace this whole fucking episode.
What did
Uh,
you just
Chalk?
say?
I think he
I'll
said
tell you-
Matt.
Sorry,
I
just
did this whole
continue.
episode.
Sorry, just continue.
no, it's okay. I don't want to interrupt anybody. Chalk is
That's obviously not
weirdly-
our problem.
Feel free to interrupt on him. because
Yeah,
he's a
really
Chalk
interrupt
man.
Chalk.
Feel-
And you can interrupt
Feel
Chalk.
free.
So Chalk is kind of weirdly obsessed with my physical size. We talk
you're
about
a-
it a lot.
You're a giant. You're a giant barbarian, and I'm a little deep.
You need a psychiatrist. Those are 2 separate worlds. You are blending fiction and reality, sir.
Yeah, that's
Um,
the point.
What?
But I think to answer the question, how many of you could I beat in an arm wrestle? I'm fairly confident I could beat all of you individually in 5 different arm wrestles.
Good answer.
Fair. That's fair.
Just because I know the general dimensions of everybody here, I would say that you can definitely beat me in an arm wrestle. Leo, I don't really know how strong you are, but
Let's go.
maybe you have a fighting shot, but you're probably fucked too.
Damn.
Chalk maybe has a shot. Stupido
Current-
Loki might be kind of fucking yoked. I've only
Current
seen one
state
picture
Chalk?
of him, but
No-
he
no
kind of
shot.
looks yoked.
Current state Chalk would actually have a better chance.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
think Chalk would.
you'd giggle yourself
Chalk,
off.
he's
the,
like a
off the table.
yak. He's
I am very broad. I don't know that I have muscle strength anymore, but I do have to carry
I mean,
around like a
not the whole, by the way.
30-pound child all the time. So
Damn,
now,
man.
Leo, you
Get
and
in the
me
hole.
combined, we could get his ass because I think I could choke out Saul while you beat him in the arm wrestle.
Damon
Damon,
goes for the back
you're not in the
mount
hole.
while I
I was building it up.
Damon goes for the back mount while I arm wrestle Saul.
Yeah, Randy Orton RKO, etc.,
Yep.
etc.
Out of nowhere. Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels with a steel chair.
Yeah.
Sweet
We
chin music.
chat. Cream rises to the top. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think I could beat
works.
all 5 of you at the same time, but
I don't think you
probably.
could
I-
either.
I'm-
I would hope not.
I don't think you could either.
I'm
I would
fairly
hope not.
confident.
You probably
one-on-one.
could, because we would just argue the whole time over who's doing it.
I've never
Yeah.
swung any type of axe, so I feel like I'm at a disadvantage.
You've never even like chopped
an
a piece of
arm
wood
wrestle.
before.
No, I've never done
How
that.
does swinging an axe help with
Arm wrestling.
I don't know. I'm just trying to
It's a
link things
me-
together.
This arm wrestling is where you try to cut off the other person's arm. Loser
Yeah.
loses an arm, and winner gets to keep their arm. And
Have
the
you
arm.
guys
gets
ever-
off.
arm. They get
Have
3.
you ever gone to like the axe throwing things they have? Like the
No,
places
but
where you can go throw an
I'm,
axe?
Yes.
I have done
I'm
that.
really
Yes, I
scared
have.
to do it. How did it go?
No,
did
it's
you
fun.
get some? Because I think
It's-
I'm just gonna bounce that shit off.
My
No,
wife
you
almost
really
told
don't.
me.
It's
Wow,
pretty fun.
Okay.
Not all at once.
I did that for my bachelor party. It was a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did.
There's a bunch of them like near me. I've just never gone.
I thought it was fun for like the first half, but then the second half, you're just like, I'm just throwing an axe at wood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It probably
You gotta-
loses novelty really quick.
Yeah.
You have to bring alcohol.
Alcohol
Um,
and betting.
And
Betting?
you have
Gambling.
to play a game with it. You've gotta have some sort of system of keeping track of
Yeah.
who's doing well and who's not.
Yeah.
But is it easy enough to do to where like everybody can do it? Because that's like Top Golf is really fun too. But it's like not everybody knows how to hit a fucking golf swing. So like eventually it just turns into like, oh, this is kind of fucking boring because
My
like
hands
half the
hurt.
people here can't do shit.
Okay, I mean, it wasn't that hard. The axes are pretty light, and they do kind of show you the
Gotcha.
motion that you need to spin it
Gotcha.
to really
It's-
get it to
it's-
go.
I agree. It's not like you're like trying to throw a knife while someone's spinning on a thing or whatever trick
Yeah,
shot.
Yeah.
there's a
Axes are
little
just, I'm just
skill,
thinking
but
of
it's
a
pretty easy.
really heavy
Yeah.
axe.
No, it's like
No,
a
they're
hand
they're
axe.
pretty light.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a hatchet.
I've chopped a lot of wood. I do not like it.
I didn't.
I mean, I
grow
also
up
like
in the
Top
woods.
Golf though.
I love Top Golf, but I'm just saying like when I go with like some of our friends and like our girlfriends and stuff, eventually you get to the point where it's just like, yeah,
Some of us suck at golf.
yeah. I mean, I suck at golf too,
I'm
but I can hit on the drive.
Can you tell me
Okay,
what Top Golf is?
It's like just a driving range, basically.
It's a fancy driving range.
Yeah,
With like
Okay.
games and such around it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like you like go and like it's like 2-tiered, and there's like I'm stuck by the way.
David, what are you doing?
It can track
Eventually
where
you'll
your
hop-
balls go, so when you hit it,
Yeah.
it knows what you're doing. And
Okay.
Yeah, and you
It's a
can
good
play
time.
different games on there. It is a good time, and you can just.
I have never.
Last
done
time we
just try
went,
and-
I haven't
last
been
time
either.
we went, they fucked our shit up and like messed something up with our game, and so they gave us a bunch of stuff for free. And I went there thinking like I'm just gonna hit some balls, and I walked out of there having to get an Uber, which kind of sucked, but it was a good time.
Nice.
I
Why
just
did
try
you
and hit
need
the
an
ball as
Uber?
far as I possibly can.
Did you get
Top golf
hammered?
is the type of shit though where like you go and like I'm like hitting it pretty good, and then I just see the dude next to me who's just like Saul, who's just like
Launching it out of the
shooting
net.
it, fucking launching it over the net. Exactly, and you're like
I-
sitting
Mike-
with your buddies, and
Mike
you're like,
Trout
look
is
at that
next to you.
fucker. Look at that fucker
Okay,
go just off into
I've
the night,
never-
never to be seen again.
I've never hit it over the fence, but I have hit it 300 yards.
It's pretty
See,
good.
but
You've
can you
driven
get
a
it
ball
like
300 yards? That's fucking insane.
Yes.
yeah,
It's like
I drive. Like,
yeah, I think I'm
borderline
losing this arm
180.
wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, no, it's crazy.
Someone's got to
Last time
take
I
him out
was
of the knee
there,
while we're going, so I have a chance.
last time I was there, someone was doing exactly that. So like they weren't making it over the net, but they were hitting it so far and it was going so high that I was just like, that's crazy.
I mean,
It's
I can't do it
insanity.
consistently. Like
But sitting
yeah,
at
I
the
can hit it.
range, yeah,
I can hit it 300 yards.
Every now and then
Sometimes
you
they
get
go a
it
little
on
right or they
flush.
go a little left, but
right.
yeah, if I really hit one,
I'm just like
Get a hold of
150,
one.
180.
You know, they need
I
to do
can
that.
I can hit a club 90 yards straight all day, but don't ask me to go any further than that at a time.
Now we need Top Golf, but for baseball, where you just fucking
Right.
Oh
Batting
man,
cages.
hit
like a
balls.
batting cage.
batting
off a tee.
cage, and you hit it into like a screen. It shows you like how
Yeah.
far it goes, basically.
Yeah.
That would
They
be
have
that'd be very
cool.
I would love that.
They have
But
it already, but it's not on the scale that I'd like it to be at. It's
Right.
Not
and it
townhouse
has to be
scale.
the
It's like-
batting cages have to be set up in a way to where everybody can still sit right there and eat and drink and
Yeah.
you go into behind the net.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if they've built new batting cages anywhere I've ever been in the last like
Probably
30
not.
years. They all look like
Probably
shit.
not.
the only
Yeah.
batting cages
They're all
nearest to me are at fucking
warehouses.
Wahoo's, and it's terrible.
We went to the place that I used to go as a kid when I was back home. And we didn't do the batting cages. We did like the mini golf with like my nephew and my brother. And
Yeah, that's the place.
another one of
that
my
we
nephew.
have too.
That's
Same
fucking
shit.
Yeah,
Mini golf,
they hadn't
the-
maintained it in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
There were broken lights along the course.
Nice.
My 1-year-old son grabbed one and cut his finger open.
Oh,
And the
nice.
dude's just like, "Oh, here's a band-aid." And I'm like, "You fucking idiot! Go take out the shattered glass bulbs. What are you doing?"
Luckily, ours here is more well maintained than that, but the entire place has been renovated a bunch, except for the batting cages. They're just over there, like just a
Yeah,
forlorn
they're just
soul.
garbage. Yeah, that sucks.
People do use them though. Every time I go there, I always go to them, and then I always see some
Getting a hold of one.
Yeah,
it's
swinging.
some chick with a softball bat just fucking yeeting it. And I'm over here just like, here I go to swing and a miss at the 25.
Yeah, I just go into slow pitch
That's
softball
easy.
anymore. There's no point. There's no point. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
I just do slow pitch.
Yeah,
I just try and take an enormously large leg kick and see how
You
far
know
I
what?
can hit the ball.
I appreciate you agreeing with me, Mister. I swing a club at a ball, and it goes 300 yards. But I don't think you get to hop in on the slow pitch on that one. I think you got to go down to where the big boys play, because you don't get to play in this range. No, that's not
Gotta
okay.
go to 80 at least.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
in
You don't get to
the beer
play.
league.
You don't
Leave
get to
the
sit
beer
on the
league to us.
tees when you're sitting over there like, yeah, I drive a ball 300 yards straight every fourth swing. Nuh-uh.
Well, we're not sitting on tees, but I do play in the slow pitch league. It's a lot of fun.
It is. I miss
I
playing
need to
slow
play
pitch.
at a slow
I weren't.
pitch.
You guys, okay? By the way, not to change the subject, but the Rays didn't even join the bottom 5 chat, so fuck you guys and your.
Sorry.
Yeah, 'cause we're not bottom 5, we're 24.
Maybe next
Yeah.
session.
Is
Don't say
I didn't
that.
look. Is Cleveland number 1?
I don't know. I don't care about power rankings.
Cleveland Guardians number 1. Philadelphia Phillies number 2.
Damn.
Hosed.
Where's Boston?
Fucking hosed.
Boston Red Sox number 6.
Is
Number
that who
six.
you lost
Who's
to last
3?
session, Saul?
Who's 3?
Yeah, we lost to
Number
last
3
two
is the
sessions.
Cubs.
Yeah, Cubs are good. Who's 4?
Cubs and Reds. Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense. Who's
Yeah.
5?
I mean,
Or
do you
who's
want me to just
7?
go down the list?
No,
7
fuck
are the
you.
Giants.
Okay, that's all I care about.
The Giants.
I don't
are
care
5?
about the first 7, but
7.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Use your ears, Mr. fucking Bourbon Man.
Which one of the 17
Bourbon
voices
Man.
constantly going on in this podcast am I supposed to listen to? Craig?
Not
All of
yours.
them.
Craig isn't saying
Craig only
shit.
talks to
Don't
us
you
once.
put it on him.
I'm gonna drive out to Idaho. I swear to God.
Oh god.
Fucking do it. I don't give a shit.
It won't be hard to find you, Dayman. There's only 4
There's like
people
7
there.
people. Yeah, which
You'll
mountain
be
do you live on?
surprised. You'll get here and you'll be like, what the fuck? Traffic kind of sucks here.
Which one of you goes by Daybard?
We'll just eliminate all the ones with Trump stickers, and we probably narrowed it down pretty close.
Not in my part of town, bud. Fuck no. I live in the lefty
Lefty
gay
hoe?
part of town. It's great.
Did you say the gay part of town?
Yeah, straight up.
There's a gay part of Iowa.
Straight up.
Or
Yeah,
Idaho?
It's the rich lefty part. I mean, I'm in the ghetto part of that place, but that's not really a
Is it Eagle?
proper adjective.
Is it Eagle, Idaho?
No, that's where the rich conservatives live.
Oh, gotcha.
Fucking
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah,
Damon,
That place
you
sucks.
didn't listen to the Rajcast, and because you
I've
didn't,
been
you missed
busy,
me doing a political rant without you there. I did it not in your honor. Also, you're not in the hole.
Thanks. I know.
Sorry for you.
I went. All right, we need to wrap this up. We're about at the time.
Damn.
It's late.
Saul, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, Saul, do you have any questions for us?
I don't really have any questions for you guys. I was trying to think of it. I got the
Wow,
questions
not
a
even
couple days
question
ago.
about me drafting you yesterday. I'm hurt.
I mean, I kind of assumed you were going to because you told me you were.
But you
Cut
don't
that.
even have a question about it. Cut that.
Wow.
Tamper.
Cut that. You can't tamper.
I mean,
You can't tamper in a draft, can
Yeah,
you?
you can't tamper.
Yeah, you
with a
just-
draft.
you just-
I'm joking. I'm
you
joking.
just tell the
I
people
know.
like, "Hey, if you're there at 6, we're gonna take you."
Yeah,
I'm
it
excited.
was funny.
I'm excited
Cut
to be
that.
part of your team.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
knew.
hyped for that.
I know. I made some. I made some people mad in MLN. So
Nah, you're on the kiddies.
sorry.
Who cares?
How did you make
but-
people mad?
Kitties greater than
I
sign.
told- I told them not to draft me.
Oh,
Which
who did you tell not to draft you?
don't?
Let's
The fourth.
Anyway.
The
This is
14th
an MLR
It
podcast.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Bourbon
It's
man,
gonna
irrelevant.
start a. It's gonna start a whole thing, and
It's irrelevant, bourbon man.
All right.
it's.
I'm
Bourbon
very
man.
happy to be a
Bourbon
Kansas
man.
City
That's
kitty.
the initials
out,
are
kitty.
Very
beats on
happy.
that. Meow.
Kitties
Yeah,
greater
I
than
now
sign.
have so much fake baseball to play
Indeed. Indeed.
between Cleveland
That's
and
starting up
none of it
soon,
and
too.
Kansas City.
Go
Luckily,
Kitties.
though, our minor league stuff's almost over, so that will.
Yeah,
have
only 2 more
be a-
weeks.
A nice reprieve.
And then
of
the
that,
playoffs.
2 more and then
actually.
and then playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Stupito, are we going to get in the playoffs?
I don't know.
You guys need a little more help, and we need 1 game of help. But we play the final game. If KGB loses their next 2 games, then us playing the final game would determine if it's us or you guys, depending on if you guys win or not.
And
I
I
don't know
haven't
what
even
you're
looked
talking
at the
about because we
standings.
haven't lost.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, in your reality, that's fine. But in
I was asking if we
actuality,
were
that's
doing the
not.
playoffs because I just thought they'd just give us the championship because that's what they do.
Yeah,
and
I
they're so
mean,
great.
Well,
And if they don't, it's just rigged.
yeah.
fair. All right, and with that, does anybody else have anything to say?
Yeah, let's end right
No.
here. End it
Thanks.
right here.
Thanks,
you
Saul,
for
very
joining us.
much
Thanks, Saul.
for
Thanks,
joining
Saul.
us, taking the time.
Much.
yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Saul.
It
Thanks,
was a lot of
Mrs.
fun.
P Wald, for letting you come on the show.
Mhm.
Yeah, we will actually. She doesn't go by Miss P Wald. She kept her maiden name, so she is Miss Poussey.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right.
That's
I
right.
think
I
remember
remember
that.
this.
I
Yeah.
Yes.
forgot about that.
Oh,
her-
that was
her name
so early.
I have a quick
Is
question
Miss-
for you, Saul.
I
What
didn't
was
do
your
draft.
Okay,
what
go
was
for
your
it.
favorite draft question that you sent out to us and the favorite response you get?
That's
Okay, I have a little confession to make.
I
Okay.
can read them.
I sent out questions every day. I thought up every question about a minute before I sent it,
Sure.
and I never recorded who answered what.
I thought you were just gonna say that you were copying a question of the day bot in another server.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
No. I made them up. I looked up. I think I looked up a website, and it was like 255 questions to help you get to know someone. And I
50
just
first
stole
dates.
interesting.
I
I
mean,
just stole interesting ones off that, and then I legitimately never ever marked down who responded to what.
well, yeah, but I didn't
Oh,
know if one stuck out and that's
You
okay.
didn't
It
read
doesn't
'em.
have to.
Just read them
He
all.
said he didn't record them. He didn't say he didn't read them. I assume he did. Read them.
I did read them, but
Glance
I
down.
could not tell you. I could not tell you what was an interesting one. I couldn't even
Got it.
tell you what questions I asked.
Okay. All right.
Are you going to do
That's
it again
all.
for season 10 FCB?
Hopefully.
Are you going to put more effort into this time and like pay attention to what people say?
Record the
Hell
answers.
no.
Probably not.
I'll make sure every
Uh,
day I'm going to link to a clip of that part of our show.
Put in
Anytime
the
Well, now
someone
you're just screwing
responds,
me
just
up for
link
the
to
new
that shit.
rookies.
Yep.
put in the FCB server when Saul sends out his form, and
It's going to be like a brunt,
"Everybody
like
fill
a
this
command
out."
on YAG. You just slash Saul and it's a clip to this part.
I do
Hey,
not
does
record.
anybody know how Saul drafts? Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like it pointed out that the 4 people that we drafted this year all will get Rookie of the Year votes. So
I won't.
Okay.
Okay, so Strawberry Jones is gonna win.
Probably.
Who else did you draft?
So we drafted Strawberry Jones with our first pick. Then we, in the bottom of the first round, we picked Jimothy Johnson.
Oh, Jimothy
Yeah.
is the best. UCC
Yeah,
alum.
Jimothy. Yeah, great person.
Yeah.
In round, I don't think we had it. No, we did have a pick in round 2. We drafted Brandon Rice III, who's been phenomenal.
Yep.
And then in round 3, we took a chance on someone that I had a little bit farther down my draft boards in Zeke Ukalaki. And they've been awesome. Awesome. Should have probably been in the All-Star game. Will definitely get Rookie of the Year votes. I think they're hitting like 400.
Oh
That's
wow.
pretty good.
Their on base is close to 500. They've been incredible. Super active in the clubhouse. So fun.
I don't know those last 2 people.
I know the.
And
I
you
recognize
I don't know the
you
last one. I
do?
don't.
I mean, I know
That's
BR3.
only because I have a
Yeah,
lot of
BR3.
messages in there. So
I don't. Zeke is not super active in Maine, but they're active in the Cleveland server.
Mhm.
They're super fun. They're super nice. And they crush at fake baseball. So
There
Nice.
you go. Ticks
I
all the
think for all the
boxes.
rookies, when you see that clip, you also have to play the next clip, which is me saying that anyone who gets drafted by Cleveland and by me automatically becomes a Rookie of the Year candidate. So
I don't think that's how it's gonna work, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
we can only make one clip, really. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
the
you
clip
could make 2
joke's kind of
clips.
past now.
yeah, it'd be a really long clip though if we had to make it one long one. So
Yeah.
I think we'll just keep it with the original. But thanks for coming, Saul.
Thanks for being on the show, Saul. Appreciate
No,
you,
it was a lot of fun, guys.
for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Saul.
Have a good day, buddy. Thank you.
10-12.